What's going on, beautiful people? I know I've been MIA for a minute, but when you're busy, you got focus, you got perseverance, you got determination, you got a busy life when you're on the grind. But just an update. I'm still sitting at $9,000 in debt. From $21,000 down to $9,000 within 3 to 4 months. My credit score is currently at 756. I started this journey in December. I started with about a 560. And what I did to help me to get to where I'm at right now is I worked a lot of overtime. The overtime became available at my job, and I've been non-stop working, averaging about 12 to 14-hour days, off on Sundays. So I did increase my income, but I cut my spending, and that helped me out a lot, being able to bring in more money and to pay off debt and to not put out so much money. What I use for me, it may work for you, it may not, but I paid myself $100, and that $100 was to last me 2 weeks, and I'm still on that same mission. So for me, no matter what my check is, my check could be $2,000, my check can be $5,000. If I work a whole bunch of overtime, let's say I work about 50 hours of overtime, my check will average about $5,000, $5,200, and that's after taxes. So I was blessed to be able to work a lot of overtime, increase my income to be able to pay down my debt. But again, you have to cut the spending. When you spend money, you can never grab a hold of the debt, because you're constantly spending money. You're not keeping money. So the name of the game is to pay down your debt, increase your income, decrease your spending. So for me, the moment I get paid, I go out and I get myself 2 of these. Right? I get myself 2 of these. And that is to last me 2 weeks. I upped my budget to about $150 a paycheck, just for like eating food. I don't eat out. Sometimes if I work a lot of overtime and I'm tired and I come home, I will order something real quick. I will go out and grab something to eat real quick, like Boston Market. I spend about $14 or something, $12. But the number one thing too is to keep track of your spending. I write everything down. I think that's most important. You will see money that you never had when you start tracking your spending. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this red light. You have to track your spending, because when you don't know where your money's going, you just spend. Another thing too, the science behind this, what I'm about to tell you, is very important. Let me roll these windows up because I'm about to hit the highway. Use cash. Don't use credit. Credit numbs the feeling of spending. Right? When you go to the store and you have $100 cash in your pocket and you see something that costs $90, you're not going to spend $90 on that item. You're not. You're going to be like, nah, that'll leave me with $10. But if you go in that same store and see that same item for $100 and you have a credit card on you, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna just swipe my card. I'll pay that off later. And later becomes next week, next month, and you'll spend $100. And you'll say, you know what? I'm gonna go to this other store. Oh, you know what? I see something for $50. I'm gonna pay it later, and that turns into $150. So now you done spent $150 that you probably wouldn't have never spent if you would have just used cash. So try to use cash the best that you can. If you can, discipline yourself, try to use cash. Don't use credit. If you do use your credit card, I'm telling you, it's funny to say this, but buy something for $5. Buy something for $10. You know, if you got a crazy credit line, let's say you got about $40,000 in available credit, don't go out and spend $30,000 worth of credit. Don't use up all your credit. That'll kill your score. Try to keep within 10% is really good. 30% is like the max you want to have in your overall credit usage, right? And each credit card, try to keep each credit card under 30%. And it'll really help your credit score. So I do get a lot of feedback on what I did and how do I discipline myself to live off of $100. It's very hard. It's hard just eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch when I went to work. Like I said, I'm on a 14-day quarantine from work. And I'm getting paid, so that's a blessing. So I can kind of save money, but other things go up. If I stay at home now, my electric goes up. I cut my cable bill. That's another thing to consider. I used to pay $250 because I had internet too. I cut that, and now I have Netflix, and I pay $12.99 a month. So I just found ways to save money. What else can I tell you guys to give you an update? So I paid off my student loan. I decreased my debt pretty much 50%. I went from $21,000 in the beginning of the year to currently $9,000 is left, and I'm done, completely done. The fortunate thing about my situation also is that I don't have a car note. I paid my car off in 2016. So the money I will be using to make a car payment, I don't have to because my car is paid off. So for those who are shopping for a new car, if you still got your old car, dry the thing till the wheels come off, please. You'll thank yourself later. Because not only do you have to take care of a car note, you also have to take care of car insurance. And that can, right now, man, it's ridiculous, y'all. It's like you can spend like $600-700 a month on a car, on a vehicle that you don't own yet. This car that I have is paid off in full. I have the title sitting at home. At any time I can sell this car because it's my vehicle. I own it. And I don't have any car payments. The only thing I pay for is fuel and car insurance. So just a couple little notes that you might want to take down on your journey to become debt free. I'm going to try to post a video once a week. I have more than enough time now because I'm on quarantine at home. I work for a aircraft defense company, and we are currently on quarantine just to protect the workers. So I get it, but I do miss what I do. So I will create more and more videos for you on this journey. And my plan was to be debt free, totally debt free by June, which would have been about 6 months for me. And I'm currently down to 9,000. Possibly if I get aggressive, I can